Hey guys, it's me Nabil. Hope everyone is doing great. The new Fatal Fury, Garou 2 if you want to call it, I'm gonna stop calling it that, has been announced not too long ago at EVO. It's a Garou sequel because Fatal Fury in Japan is called Garou Mark of the Wolf, so it's a new Fatal Fury game and this is what I'm gonna be calling it from now on. Now, we just had the announcement, it's an announcement that it's been greenlit. But now we have some brand new information, one that made me so happy to hear. We're gonna dissect all that and more, but before we do that, gentle reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. Now, last week Gamescom took place in Germany, and the website Twin Finite sat with Yasuki Oda, the King of Fighters producer and also Fatal Fury producer, to talk about the new title. Now, obviously, there hasn't been we were not expecting anything, honestly. I wasn't expecting to hear anything about this new game until a few months from now, but we have some really cool information. Now, the first bit of information is that the game is already in development. Yes, it was greenlit, but it wasn't greenlit at the time of the announcement. It was greenlit before that, and development is already underway. With that said, Oda-san said it's gonna be a while before we hear anything and see anything about the game, which is understandable. Yasuki Oda-san reveal is that this is going to be a very big release for SNK, so it'll be a little while before we see it, as I said, but this is gonna be a very big release. He also said that back in 2014 when he came back, because Oda-san left SNK for a while, he was working with them, so he worked on Street Fighter 4, you might not know this, but then when he came back to SNK, he spoke to the then president of the company, Eikichi Kawasaki, and he said, please let me make a new Garou game. So the SNK team have been wanting to make a new Fatal Fury game for a while, and it's finally happening. Then they started talking about what to expect from this game, and this is really music to my ear, because what he said is the game will of course focus on online play because it's the standards right now, but it will also focus on the single player mode and the story of the game, which is great, which is amazing. I've been saying this for a while. I really wanted SNK to have proper story modes in their games. Now, unfortunately, King of Fighters 15 didn't have that, but it had really cool endings, so it seems that Fatal Fury is going to be the first to feature a really robust and strong story mode, probably as well as great and extensive single player content, which is amazing. Now, he also answered a question that many of us old school fans and old-timers like me who grew up with this series, is that the last Fatal Fury game, which is Garou Mark of the Wolves, happened a very long time ago, right? So it's kind of a big issue if you continue the story right away from Garou 2, because a lot of people won't know what happened in the previous Fatal Fury game. Now, he didn't say the solution, but he said they know about this, and just to quote it, he said this is going to create a challenge for many of today's players that are not aware of the game story of what happened in the previous entries. So he said the team at SNK are definitely thinking about this, and they have few plans to overcome it. And we're gonna talk about, what I think this could mean, obviously. And then another question that I talked about a lot, which is the cast of the game. Is this going to be a pure Garou 2 sequel with characters from only Garou and not the previous Fatal Fury game? And I always said that it would make more sense to have the cast from both, generations of Fatal Fury to have a, broader appeal. Now, Oda-san did not reveal that. However, he said that he can't talk about that, but what he can say is that Terry Bogard is in there. Now, obviously, Terry's going to be in Fatal Fury now. So now we have 4 announced or confirmed characters. We have Terry, Rock, Billy, and that mysterious figure that appears in the teaser poster that was released in the teaser for the game. Now, let's go back to the fact that he said, they're thinking about some solutions to kind of help people understand the story and before just, continuing. So it kind of confirmed that this is not a reboot, which makes sense because we have Rock, but it also not going to be just a sequel. So they're thinking about a way to explain the previous entries, and there are many ways this can be done depending on the budget, of course, and the manpower and all that. But it could be kind of like what Mortal Kombat was a reboot, but they had like this story mode that actually starts from the beginning of the franchise. They could do that. They could have the story mode start from the beginning and have it in chapters, you know, like you play the story of Fatal Fury 1, Fatal Fury 2, 3, etc. if most of the characters from those entries are in the game. Another way is to just have some sort of, you know, like animation, you know, like there are a lot of hints that maybe the Fatal Fury anime director from the previous movies, Masami Obari, who did the amazing King of Fighters 15 short, might be working on a Fatal Fury anime. Could this be some sort of a reboot anime that explains the previous entries? I don't know. I prefer both, honestly. I'll prefer a story mode that starts from the beginning of Fatal Fury and just takes you over what happened and have some sort of a canon retelling of the previous entries, as well as have an anime to come and go to basically release around the same time as the new game, which would be really amazing. So again, the new Fatal Fury game is gonna have a big focus on single player content, which is great. Of course, online is in there. Terry Bogard has been announced, and don't expect to hear anything about the this new game for a little while. Now, that's pretty much it. Let me know, guys, in the comment section, what do you think about these reveals? Are you looking forward to know more about the new Fatal Fury game? Let me know all that and more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neogeonow. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Brian Tiard, Fahad Suwaidi, Jacques Paul, Berugadono, and Enrique Sandoval, as well as special thanks to Shaka Asamia, Refugio Robles, Felipe Guimara, Jihao Ju, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, Burned Retinas, Lily Wong Esmeralda, Goran, and Dangerman 1973. Those of you who are not yet Neogeonow patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos, as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the NeoGeo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.